Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again. You're always most welcome. And a Merry Christmas to one and all. God bless us, each and every one, as Tiny Tim would say. Well, thought I'd just have a brief video today. A little bit atmospheric, bit of Christmas lighting going on. You know, beware the dark side, we've got that one out. I thought we'd have a little chat about what's happening over Christmas and just to round off the year with a couple of videos which I think you're going to really enjoy. Two in particular. I have a slightly small new venture coming up next year. I'll talk about that later in another video. But the other news is I am going to be guest star, so to speak, guesting on another YouTube channel. It's something I've avoided doing almost like the plague, really. But the channel concerned is very similar to mine. The channel is owned by a sort of a similar character, not the same by any stretch of the imagination. We've got lots of differences in the sort of modelling that we specialise in, if you like. And I'll tell you who it is. It's Jason from Model Kit Stuff. Now Jason and I have got a lot of similarities. We have YouTube channels that are very similar size. In fact, I'm almost coming up to my 10,000 subscriber. He's already managed to, he's accelerated away from me. I think he's got 11,000. But I've got up to 10,000 now. When you think about those numbers, please bear this in mind. It's very important actually, that I am not on any form of social media. You cannot find me anywhere else apart from on YouTube. So my 10,000 subscribers kind of has a slightly it's a slightly misleading number, because obviously it's not cross-promoted via Facebook or Twitter X or whatever, or Instagram and all this other stuff that other people, especially those that really want to, and I don't want to. I don't want to be on multiple social media platforms. I'm not interested in that at all. I don't want to have millions and millions of subscribers, and I don't want to be a YouTube creator, one of these people who is almost a slave to YouTube. Yes, you can earn some money from it, but trust me, the return that you get is not huge. It's not even big. It's actually very, very modest. You'd be alarmed if you knew how modest I think. Anyway, I'm not getting into that. But as I say, Jason is very similar to me. He's got a similar sized channel. Very similar kind of approach. Is similar as well in many ways, but there are lots of differences, and he's very specialist in different areas, as I mentioned, like ship modelling, marine modelling. Let's call it marine modelling. I think I used that word ship modelling a couple of times, and people, whether it's the microphone or my pronunciation, but they misheard me and thought I said something else that wasn't marine related and was critical of their modelling. Anyway. He's got a real following in that area in particular, and it's a whole another niche really, and it is a bit of a niche, but it's got a very strong following. And he's quite an expert in this area, in this field. I'm more of an expert. My sort of niche that makes me a bit different, I think, would be a little bit of figures, not so much on the figures, but certainly in the cars. Doing cars, I'm pretty strong in the car department, sort of high finishes that are required and all that kind of thing. Different skill sets, you know. Anyway, I'm going to be asking him about that. I'm sure people are going to ask. He's going to ask me probably about the cars a little bit, and we are going to be on a joint broadcast on his channel, Model Kit Stuff. It's going to be 8 PM on Saturday, the 28th of December. So that's the Saturday between Christmas and New Year. And I think it's going to be really enjoyable. Now, I'm not a fan of these types of videos where you get, I despair of it actually. I'm really, when I say not a fan, that's being very polite about it. I don't like them at all actually, where there's multiple people on the screen, and most people get it wrong, I think, because they have far too many people on, and some people make no contribution, some people dominate over others, and it just, and the quality, the visual quality and the audio quality is often fairly poor. Now, Jason and I have done a bit of a test run, and the thing that really convinced me, I wasn't sure about it, I've got to be honest, but the thing that convinced me was the quality was excellent. Visually, the audio was very good as well, no problems with the audio at all. So, yeah, very happy to go ahead. Now, I just warn you, it will be, from my perspective, it will be a bit different visually, because I won't be here, because I'm going to be in my office instead. So what I might do is I might put some little Christmas lights up there, just to keep the theme and keep the Christmas spirit going. But I'm going to be using a different. It's being filmed in a different format, shall we say? So just to make you aware, I won't be in my usual spot, and I probably won't be wearing any gloves either. So that will shock horror. That'll alarm people. I will, however, be back to my usual attire, because when I did my practice session with Jason, I was just dressed in my winter sweater and looked quite different. So I think he hardly recognised me, actually. I'm looking forward to it because I think it's going to be quite a lot of fun, a chance to engage actually live, on camera with the audience, with all the viewers. Jason's got, I reckon 2/3 of Jason's subscribers are probably my subscribers as well, so there's a lot of overlap anyway. A lot of people will be very pleased, I think, to see us working together that way. I think it's going to be quite good fun and enjoyable for you to watch. Please come along and engage and ask questions and anything modelling related that you can think of. I'll try my best to answer if I can, as long as it's all polite stuff. I'm sure it will be. But yeah, I think we'll have a lot of fun and comparing notes and to hear and sort of pool our resources of knowledge and views will be very interesting, I think. So yeah, looking forward to that. So that's Saturday the 28th at 8 PM. Please tune in, don't miss it. Model kit stuff, I'll put a link in the description to this video. The next announcement, of course, is what you've all been waiting for, and that's my Kits of the Year show, which has become a bit of a tradition in the last 3 or 4 years. I have to be honest with you and say perhaps you need to manage your expectations this year, only because it hasn't been not a great vintage year. In model kit terms, it's been underwhelming. I wouldn't say disappointing, that might be too harsh, but underwhelming in the extreme. We haven't had, and Jason and I talked about this, and his view is quite similar, I think. We haven't had those knockout kits that really wow you in the way that every year there's one or two you think, oh wow, that's awesome, that's awesome. A lot of kits are turning up late, too late really to be included. I mean, things like we've got Tamiya kits, Airfix kits, border kits, all not going to rock up in time anyway. So that's complicating matters as well. And I just don't think we've had a vintage year. I don't think it's been one of the better years at all. And I said to Jason, it almost feels a bit like we're still in COVID to me. It just feels a bit restricted and, irrespective of politics and the economies of places like the UK, which is not great at the moment. I say I won't get into politics, but that's definitely worsened, I think, since we had a change in government. But there is a lot of nervousness or reluctance to make big investments, it seems to me, not just in the UK but in Japan and elsewhere, Germany as well. We have got some interesting kits coming through, don't be too down about it. We've got some good ones to come, but it hasn't been the most impressive of years. So as Jason agreed, we're looking at kits that are going to be probably kit of the year that would normally be in the top 5, top 10 are going to be the ones that are going to be in the top 3, because we haven't had those amazing kits like last year with the FW190 from Tokimura. The year before we had things like the Tamiya 48 scale F35, and these were quite groundbreaking kits, and we haven't really had that kind of kit this year. So anyway, we are going to still have a good look at what we have had, turning it to the positive and celebrating the best kits that we have seen this year. Best kits, best suppliers, the best manufacturers. I'm going to talk about that. And this show will be on Monday, my usual slot, Monday 8 o'clock, thereabouts, maybe 7:45. This will be Monday the 30th, so just before, 2 days before New Year. Last Monday of the year, the end of the year, end of the beer show, hurrah! Those of you that are wondering what I'm drinking, by the way, I know 1 or 2 of you will be interested, and it is my all-time favourite whiskey. It's not so easy to get hold of, I've got to be honest. It's a bit tricky sometimes. And it's the Balvenie. It's the Caribbean cask, 14-year-old, aged in Caribbean rum casks. And it gives it this slight rum. It doesn't taste like rum, but it's just got this hint of rumminess about it. Very, very pleasant, actually. I find it very, very soothing, very, very pleasant and enjoyable, rich, without being heavy. When I had my recent medical issue, I 3 days and I couldn't drink any alcohol. Whoa. Can you imagine what that was like? I was going a bit stir crazy. That was alright really. But it's nice to get something of that standard to enjoy and have a toast your health at Christmas. Wishing you all a very happy Christmas. So there you go. So that's where we're at really at the moment. Just giving you a bit of a heads up about what you can expect to see at the end of the year. So I hope you'll tune into Jason's channel. I think you'll enjoy that. We're going to be on for probably at least an hour, I think. So that will be 8 o'clock on Saturday the 28th, and I think you'll find it very interesting. You can ask questions and engage, completely engage as an audience with us live. And I say, normally I'm not a fan of that kind of thing, but the warm-up practice we did was so good, and the visuals and the sound was so good, I thought, well, I even decided not to, because I was going to do it here, but with my iPad, and I don't think it's got the computing power that's needed to give that same quality, so I'm not going to mess with a winning formula. I'm going to be doing it in my office, so I'll have a few kits around behind me probably, some Christmas lights I think we'll stream some of those around, and then we will take it from there. So I hope you'll tune in and enjoy that, and I wish you all a most happy Christmas. I hope you have a peaceful, healthy and enjoyable time. Don't eat too much turkey, don't drink too much of this stuff or whatever it is you're on. And don't go easy on the Christmas pudding, obviously. And that's it from me, really. So, say one more show from me. You're going to see on Monday, but of course I'll be on Jason's shows. That's 2 shows, really, isn't it? And we've agreed that we're probably going to do something similar again, where he's going to be a guest on my YouTube channel, probably around Easter time. So he'll return the favour and come over as my guest, and we'll have some fun again. And I thought it'd be nice to do that perhaps once or twice a year. So there we go. Hope you'll tune into that and enjoy your Christmas in the meantime. Thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to give us a like, give us a thumbs up, a 10 out of 10, much needed for the channel. And please subscribe, because I need my extra. I think I'm 200 odd subscribers short of 10,000. So we'll have in the new year, by the way, we will have a 10,000 subscriber party. There'll be champagne. There'll be nothing less than champagne on that one. I can promise you that. So I'll be cracking open the champagne, which I'm allowed to drink, by the way. I'm allowed to drink this as well, in modest quantities. What's the old phrase? There's an old saying, isn't there, about taking things modestly, and it's I'm trying to think how it goes now. Anyway, you know what I mean. So basically, it's moderation in all things. That's the saying. I can't remember. Anyway, there we go. Moderation. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We need those extra couple of hundred subscribers to hit the 10,000 mark. If I get to my 10,000, I'm going to be very pleased with that, because having done that without any help from social media is quite a feat, actually, and it means that I've achieved that purely on the strength of the videos and the people watching the videos on YouTube, not with any cross promotion or assistance or people picking up on it. It actually means my 10,000 subscribers it's kind of worth more than that, really, in real terms. It almost makes each one of you more than one person. It amplifies your power. Anyway, there we go. Thanks very much for joining me. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and until next time, please do tune in for Jason's show Model Kit Stuff on Saturday, and don't forget to see the end of the year show, the 12 Kits of Christmas, or Kits of the Year 2024, which will be on Monday the 30th. Until then, thank you very much for joining me. Enjoy your Christmas, and I'll see you then. Thanks a lot, and bye for now.